I was like, worst case, I'll drag her ass with me to the drive-thru. Wherever that was.
The drive-thru is so easy too.
I love that. I think it's because I was like, she said it's easy.
Okay. Let's wheel it over and not fly. I hate that this cord is forever just in the way.
The cord is invisible in our brains.
Good.
We don't actually see it.
Oh my gosh, it's like right out there. Let's try one of these little characters.
I am the cord.
I am the cord.
We're gonna figure out a way to set it up.
The cord is just our tether as the players to the game board.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is a very crude drawing, but right down the aisle is a red carpet that leads down the aisle to the altar. This is your boy, Father Zathir. All these dudes are zombies. This larger circle, which I don't have a mini for, is that kind of magic floating skull that you guys, or Solara notices. These are the doors swinging open, and here comes Solara. First in, these are pews and these are pillars on the sides. You can't really see the pillars, but that's okay. Very crude drawing, but here we are. This is inside the Temple of Kalimvor. The initiative order is, let me pull it up. Okay, there is one zombie that has the jump on you, so let's see. I gotta number these zombies and then we'll get started. You guys actually killed, I want to say, you guys killed 12 zombies already. We're gonna go give these guys little numbers. Okay, you beat everyone in the initiative except for number 17. Number 17 has no idea that you're there. He's going to keep lumbering forward. 2, 4, 6. He's going to dash 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 60 feet and get there.
Chris, can you show me one more time where Spooky Dukes with the thing skulls is?
Big circle.
Right here, the orange circle.
Okay.
You guys aren't there yet, I believe. Calliope's in the very back. Anya and Valdrick will be in next round. So Calliope, you'll be in 2 rounds. Get comfortable, grab some popcorn. You guys are pretty far away from the temple as you guys were taking care of the zombie horde as Solara very bravely just booked it straight for the Temple of Kalimvor, which in fact was quite inspiring to me as a DM. So go ahead and give yourself a, not terribly inspiring, a D6 worth of inspiration. Go ahead and give yourself a D6 worth of inspiration.
I thought it was very inspiring. It was very, yeah, it was very your character.
Mm-hmm. No, I appreciated it.
Loved it.
So that was his move. He dashed. Solara, you are up. And we're going to get into combat.
Shadow Heart in the temple. Let's go.
Oh god. I'm like reading through all the spells they have right now. I'm like,
yeah, what's your biggest?
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
You see your mentor, your father figure, fighting for his life as zombies encroach upon his position.
Oh. Is it my turn? Sorry.
It is. It is totally.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if they were all done. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would immediately. I got a couple of. I think immediately I would just throw out like my Guardian of Faith. I think I would check so I can throw it within 30 feet. So.
30 feet of you. Let's see, you're here. That's as far as you can go forward with it. If you want to cast it there, or you can move and cast it.
Right.
Right now.
Okay, I froze.
Oh,
I froze.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's me freezing now.
Okay.
Okay, he's so sorry. I had asked. So two squares is like 10 feet, right?
Correct.
Okay. Shoot. Wait, I think I still have my spirit guardians casted, actually. Okay.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
So, cause I think that lasts for, cause it definitely hasn't been like 10 minutes.
Yeah. It, you still have
And I
a-
believe that takes concentration.
It does.
Sure. Okay, cool. Okay, so then I wouldn't be able to cast another spell. I don't want to break that. Okay, so then I'll just kind of move forward then, in between maybe like, maybe just where I can be in between like two or
Hell
three of
yeah.
them, so that like my guardians can get them on their turn or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll move up, and then I'm also gonna be like, Father Xavier, like, what is that? Like, I'm gonna like be like motioning to like the skull thing.
Okay.
So I'm like yelling that to him as I run in, like, is it bad? Like, maybe somehow it's a friend.
Laura.
Unlikely.
And I'm assuming, so you have the choice of radiant or necrotic. I'm assuming radiant.
We'll do radiant, yeah.
Okay. So you want 1, 2. Right there, this guy would be within 15. He has to make a wisdom saving throw. Actually, let's ask this. Where do
think
you want
it's-
to end up?
If I can just move like and be in between like 18, 19, and 20.
Okay.
I know they're probably all gonna swing on me, but like whatever.
Well, that would actually get you there, and there would be no attacks of opportunity at that point. So
Oh, perfect.
we're gonna see what happens to that. One.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna hit all three. So we're gonna go 21st with a roll. What's your spell save DC?
18. Yeah.
Alright, all three fail miserably. Go ahead and roll 3d8. Radiant damage.
Okay. Get a little glow in the dark D8 out. Okay. 4. It's kind of shitty. That's kind of shitty too. I think that's so 4, so 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 damage. 12 damage from the spirit guardians.
Okay.
And then I think
I would
that's
say since it's a different instance for each one, I'd say go ahead and roll it for each one you affect. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll 3d8 2 more times. So that'll
Ooh, that one was way better.
that'll be 12 damage to zombie
18
number
for
20.
the second.
Mhm.
Ooh, that was bad. Oh, that was bad again. 7 for the last one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, 2
Perfect.
ones. I got 2 ones.
Oh,
so. Woo! And like, I think I have. I don't think I want to use another spell just yet.
You do have an action and a bonus action if you would choose.
Maybe as a bonus action. I don't think I. Oh, wait, I can cast Spirit Weapon, right? If that isn't, if it's because it's on my concentration spell.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Spirit Weapon then. I'm just gonna hurl my spiritual weapon at number. Is that 16?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll hurl that at number 16.
Okay. We'll say I'll put it right there. And let's see. Let me pull spiritual weapon. That's a bonus action, I believe. What? How would you describe your spiritual weapon to be?
It's gonna be a glowing golden hammer,
All right.
like Thor hammer, of course.
What level are you casting at?
Just we'll do a second level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack. It's going to be with your spell attack.
This music is so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a 19 on the die.
Perfect.
That definitely hits.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
14.
14. Nice.
Okay, and then that's it. Now I'm done.
Perfect. 14 to number 16.
Is Father Xavier respond to me? When
Soon enough. Yeah. Okay. So number 20 is gonna take his turn. Boom. He just got smacked by Spirit Guardians. He's gonna go ahead and attack you. We're looking at a 19 to hit.
Oh, I think that does hit. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. He's gonna swipe out and do 6 bludgeoning damage
Yeah, crazy.
as he smacks you as you run by. Okay, that's him.
Bludgeoning.
We're gonna go ahead and take the rest of these guys' turns actually before we get to the rest. Okay, these 3 were hit by Spirit Guardians, so they're gonna turn around and attack you in retaliation. Let's see. Oh shoot, I think since they're starting their turn, they have to make wisdom saving throws again. Ooh, my gosh, wisdom saved.
The like church bells too in the background.
Mhm.
I know.
Just kidding.
Perfect.
Perfect.
It's very like Hogwarts Legacy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll 3d8 again as they start their turn in Spirit Guardians and they have to make a saving throw.
That was okay. 17.
Okay. So the first one is going to take. The first one saved it, and he's going to take half of that, rounded down, so 8. Boom. Okay, so he hits you. The others. We'll just keep the 17, make things easier. So that will actually kill this one outright. So 19 turns around, Spirit Guardian just evaporates him out of midair. And he's dead. 18 takes a big lick, but is also going to hit you. Ooh, another natural 20.
Oh
yeah, you got a
Wish
reaction?
It was a natural 20.
You got a reaction?
I have my no, I always forget what it's called. My Eyes of the Grave, right? I know it's Death at Sentinel's Door. As a reaction, if you are an ally that you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit, you can turn that into a normal hit. So it's just
Dang.
a not.
I love that we all know how to play this game now. It's so fun that we all know our
It's just
characters.
a core thing in my brain. I'm like, as if a freaking nat 20 is gonna get me if you're within 20 feet of me.
Okay.
I mean 30 feet.
Perfect. So the zombie turns around and goes to swipe at you. You're totally not expecting it. As it's about to hit you, a beam of light surrounds you, and it still hits you, but not nearly as hard as it could have. It's going to hit you for 4 damage. Only 4.
Less count bar.
Yeah.
Baby.
You have home turf advantage. Home field advantage.
Literally.
Little tiny baby. So small. So little.
There.
Wrapped up like a little burrito.
Okay, these guys are going to surround Xathier. Xathier is going to get hit 5 times. Yeah, normally these guys would have undead fortitude, but since you're hitting them with radiant, they don't get that chance. Good for you.
Oh no.
Good for you.
Oh no.
Ah,
Okay.
if only we all had weapons that did radiant damage.
If
Oh, wait.
only, if only.
Oh wait.
I'm like, you run. I'm like, and Solara in her head is like, please get here soon. Please get here soon.
Mhm.
She's like, I wasn't running that fast.
Where are my friends?
Okay. So, of the 5 attacks, 3 of them hit. 1 of them is a crit.
Ruh-roh.
For a total of... Ooh, that's high. 25 damage bludgeoning to Father Zethia.
He's fine.
Do we get to know Father Zathier's health? Is he just a guy?
Imagine.
He is
An older gentleman.
he's an older gentleman.
And he's getting beat on. Bludgeoning damage. They're punching an old man.
Yeah.
You know, we started this campaign with elderly abuse. I'll have you know.
Yeah, I cannot tell you his HP yet. Unfortunately, none of you
Or
are even really in
Tempest.
position to see.
Poor Tepis.
Yeah. No, Tempest pretty good. Okay, so that's them. Finally, last but not least, the large skull creature is going to take its turn.
I'm really scared about this. I'm not comfortable with how close Solara is.
Yep. Yep.
We're coming.
Don't die!
If I die, hopefully Father Xavier and Kalimfor will bring me back. Especially if I'm dying in the temple, that's probably gotta be the best place to die. Like, I'm in his stomping grounds. He could just, like, me back to life.
I feel like we don't need any more death right now.
You don't like the undead?
Considering I was becoming the undead, no.
You don't like that.
Not particularly. I feel like it's gonna
Okay.
give like Calliope flashbacks or something.
We'll be fine.
Just looking at them going, I could have become that. Ew.
It's our trauma season.
I think the past season was also trauma season.
Well,
I feel like
it's
me
just-
and
you
Valdrick
can't
got all the
experience
trauma.
until you're out of the trauma, and then
It's
it hits
true.
you.
I feel like it's just gonna be a lot of trauma from here on out.
Alright, so maybe this is the PTSD season. Last season was trauma, this one's the PTSD.
It's a
You gotta
little
ride
bit
in
of
waves.
everything.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't like that Chris took all that time to research.
Alright, so as Solara's screaming and yelling and running with her spirit guardian surrounding her, killing the zombies around her, a pink, reddish, pinkish beam of light comes out of this skull's eyeball, shoots straight towards the altar, and nails Father Zathir as he's standing up on the altar. And as he's swinging and swinging and swinging, he turns to stone and freezes in place, completely petrified and useless. Start of the next round, Valdrick and Anya enter the fray.
Baldric, as she runs towards the door, is gonna turn to Anya and go fling and cast fly on her. I'm gonna come right up next to Solara. And if I can get back to back with her, that would be great. But is that as far as I can go? Is just the doorway?
I would say, yeah, this is your movement would get you here.
Bet. I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon Sevenfur.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him come to whoever is closest to Solara
Okay.
and take a
There's
schwang.
Number 18 or number 20? Number 20.
Yeah. Smack him on 20.
Okay.
It's a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Yes. Okay. 8. 7 plus 1. Well, it's 1 necrotic damage, so that doesn't count, does it?
I'm actually looking at the exact thing. It does not say that he's immune to necrotic, so it will count.
Bet,
Which
then he
is
takes
very
8
true.
damage.
And 8 damage is. Let's see, what is that? 8 damage. He has 7 HP left. Boom. 7 first spawns right through the gut as the Spirit Guardian is hitting him from the front, and 7 first blade comes through the back and through the front, meeting with the Spirit Guardians as this undead goes down. That was not radiant, however, so he's going to make his death saving throw. Actually, let's see, what's this say? Okay, Constitution saving throw. DC is 5. Okay, he fails his save. Boom, he's dead. Out of there.
My turn.
7 furs in the battle. What was your? So that was that your bonus action? Spawning seven?
That was my bonus action. My action was to cast Fly on Anya.
Ooh. Okay.
She's a flying lightsaber now.
She is.
Okay. You have the condition
Imagine,
fly.
imagine we like Blade of Glory style, and we're like, you swing Anya around like a helicopter, and she's like,
I like where
That's
this is
the
going.
goal.
Anya, it is your turn. You now feel light as a feather as you begin to lift off the ground and have 30 feet of movement, not just on the ground, but in the air.
I'm gonna do an aerial attack onto Pink Skull thing. That's what
I'm
I
like,
want to do. I just want to like
Anya,
fly on top
careful.
and just like
Hey,
stab it.
on who?
The skull thingy,
Okay.
the orb thing.
I don't know if you can reach him from here. Actually, let me look up fly to make sure that you're not getting. Because if you get extra bonus movement.
The target gains a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration. When the
Hey,
spell ends, the target falls if it is still aloft, unless it can stop the fall.
Okay. Alright, so let's just remember the Spirit Guardians is concentrated on by Solara. You're concentrating on fly. Okay, so you do have 60 feet.
I just need to get there, and then I will stab it and land superhero pose style.
Okay, you can get to 50, and you're there. So,
Perfect.
a perfect, convenient beam of Kalimvorian radiant light shines through one of the stained glass windows as a chorus. You hear a chorus as Anya flies through the
Angels
air.
in your church.
Her sunblade.
Okay.
Her sunblade beaming with radiant light, bursting through the front doors of this chapel as you're bringing the sword down straight on the skull as it's turning around and aiming at you. Go ahead and make your attack, and then it's going to get you.
if Anya turns to stone, I swear to God.
That was like one of the coolest things I think we've ever done in a battle sequence, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got goosebumps.
23 to hit.
Let's see how 23 will hit.
I would hope so.
And it's radiant.
You never know. We're gonna get that moment. Oh.
Where Chris goes, 23 does not hit, and we all go, how do we flee
gonna be
combat?
I'm like, anyways, we've run.
Okay, so 23, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Is this undead as well?
What is the, why are you
Because
asking?
I do 1d8 extra to undead.
Okay, yes, this is undead.
Okay. Okay. So normal damage is hang on. Yeah. 17 plus 1d8 plus 4. 21.
Okay, 21 total.
And then can I take my second attack?
You sure can.
Okay. Or my extra attack, I should say. That's a 24 to hit.
You said, real quick, the damage was 21 damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, 24 to hit is a hit. Just go ahead and roll damage for that
Okay.
as well.
Okay. 15 plus 18 damage total with the second attack.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'd like to do the life drain action, or the life drain where I can. There's that thing I got.
Okay.
At least 6 damage is dealt to 1d6 of health. Can I do that even though they're undead?
That is a good question. I would say, yeah,
Okay.
you sure can.
Cool. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Okay. The Flying Skull is going to take a legendary action.
Nar. Poe's like,
You already know.
well, he better not get it now 20.
Shit, where is it?
Okay. Actually, I am reading that it can't. It can't move its cone, its beam, until the start of its next turn. So it will hold off on its legendary action for now, but it's coming, ladies. It's coming, ladies. Number 17 zombie is gonna go. That would be this with the top. Now that Father Zathier has turned into stone very in front of his very eyes, undead eyes, he's gonna come down off the altar. Turn. Up next is Solara. Actually, he just walked into the Spirit Guardians. I'm gonna make a roll to see if he's, smart enough to avoid it or not.
I don't know, it didn't really seem like he was.
Yeah, well, the roll says so. So he is not smart. He is not smart. He walks straight into it. Go ahead and actually, he's gonna make a Wisdom saving throw. He fails it. Go ahead and roll your 3d8 of Radiant. Said tongue in cheek.
8, okay, 5, wait. 12, 13, 14. Oh, 20, nice.
Oh my gosh, okay. Still alive but barely breathing as he walks into one of your 3 radiant miniature guardians floating around you in a spectral form as it makes purchase with his body. And now it is your turn.
And where is Anya again?
So Anya,
Right up next to him.
Is she the...
You just saw her float to your right.
Oh, yeah.
And come down.
She's a
and
little
stab,
black figure there. Okay.
Yeah, and come down and stab the skull that's up here, who's trying to turn.
I think I would... I'm gonna drop Spirit Guardians and cast Dawn. So it's a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to place it to where is that orange dice there? Is that one of the zombies?
That is your spiritual weapon.
Oh, that's my spiritual weapon. Okay. Because I don't want it to hit Anya. So I'm just gonna honestly just try to place it for now. I just want to place it on the skull, like to where it's not hitting Anya though.
Okay.
But it's a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
What's the spell called again?
Oh, sorry, it's called Dawn. It's a level 5, and then each creature within it must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 4d10 radiant damage on a failed throw, or half on a success.
Okay.
And then it's a new concentration spell.
This particular spell does ask for a component that's worth at least 100 gold pieces. So you would have to have your arcane focus won't be enough to cast it. You would have to have a sunburst pendant.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's so random.
It is. It's very random.
A sunburst
I know.
pendant?
So
Where do you
typically,
get one of
like,
those?
Yeah. So like with these like spells, anytime you're in a town or city, just ask me like, hey, I have this spell I want to cast. I don't even know what the frick it's asking for. Can I like, go shopping for whatever this is asking for? And I'll probably.
I need to like go through them all.
But yeah.
Okay. Then thinking. I'm just gonna hold. I don't know what to do.
Okay. You want to keep your spirit guardians up then?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna like, yeah. I guess I could, yeah, I'll just hold.
Alright, you're gonna hold action. Number 20 is here. Okay. At the start of his turn, he's gonna make a saving throw. Fails. Go ahead and roll your 3d8 from your Spirit Guardians as he starts his turn. Spirit Guardians attack him.
Yep. 7. 15.
Okay. That will be enough to kill him. It is radiant damage. He does not get undead fortitude as he is stricken down, evaporated in the yellow mist. And he's dead before he begins to act. Death Tyrant's turn. Okay, Death Tyrant is finally going to turn. I'm going to mark his turn direction. It's this way. I do have a thing for this. Here it is. So, his cone. For sure gonna get all three of you. It's a 150-foot cone. And as the music comes to a climax, well, that's terrible for all of you.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Solara, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Actually, Anya, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Solara, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Valdrick, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
An 18.
An 11.
Okay, 17 passes, 18 passes, 11. Not so much. As Anya, you are stricken with... Okay, that's not so as the skull turns and faces the three of you, 3 beams of light, a cone shoots out from it, shooting out 3 beams of light within the cone, each with a different color. One of them hits you, Anya, a yellow one, causing you to feel just lethargic and almost as if you were being, petrified, like the priest that you saw in the distance in the altar. But you're not turning to stone, you're just becoming very slow. Your muscles begin to tense up and just actually completely relax to the point where you cannot move very fast. Your speed is halved for a minute. You can't take reactions. And you can only take an action or a bonus action, not both. On your turn. At the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the saving throw. So that's Anya. Solara.
Wasn't being charmed, was it?
You were not being charmed.
Okay.
That is
Actually, I have an ability that lets me re-roll the saving throw. Can I do that? Or would I've already needed to before you told me if it passed or failed? That's fine. I forgot I had that till now.
You should have told me before I said pass or fail, but I'll allow it.
Because you're so cute.
Because you are so cute and you're breastfeeding and you've got
Can I just push out your
you've
kid?
got postpartum brain cell. Postpartum brain cell, I'll allow it.
3 inspo
Ooh.
points.
Okay, dirty 20.
Okay. Then wait. So what is that ability?
It's Indomitable. It's one of my fighter abilities.
Okay.
I love that.
I
All right.
forgot I
then.
had that.
Okay, so you shake off the slowing ray. Solara, you are stricken very briefly with fear, but then you steel yourself, your Kalimvorian shield glowing brighter than ever while it's in its home of Kalimvor. You shake off fear and bravery overcomes you, and you do not succumb to those abilities or those effects. Valdrick, you also pass.
Is this man undead?
Yes.
He has to roll disadvantage against me. For future reference.
Okay. Unlucky for you, these rays are not him rolling, they're you rolling. So, but lucky for you, you pass the save, and you see the same exact color of light, this gray beam of light coming at you that hit, same exact one that hit Father Zathier. That you realize probably would have turned you to stone, but you're able to shake it off. Shake it off, and does not affect you. So,
Funky little bard.
good job on that. However, the skull is now looking at you. The cone is now trained on the three of you.
Nice.
And let's see, it is zombie 13.
Anybody got darkness? Who's got darkness?
Actually, I think I do.
I might. I think I also have blindness.
Block that man's line of sight.
Iffy, I forgot she's not even here yet.
No, I have blindness.
Blindness good.
I have blindness / deafness.
I've got pyrotechnics. I can shoot fireworks out of vessel.
I also have magic circle, but I'm not sure how much help that will actually be right now. At the very least, I think it makes him have disadvantage when doing anything towards one of us on the outside.
Alright, I moved the rest of those zombies. Father Zathier is a stone cocoon. I forgot to let Solara use her spiritual weapon, so go ahead.
Oh yeah.
And use your
I'm just gonna
spiritual
try to hit the skull.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess let me.
Float over there and
Ooh.
take a swipe.
That'd
I love
be
whenever it does high
27 to hit.
That will hit, for sure.
Alright, let me roll my little...
27.
Ooh. 18 damage.
Wow. I'm a friggin'...
Thank God I can add my...
Does he take extra damage because a spiritual weapon is radiant?
Does it do radiant damage?
I think it's, let me pull it back up here. Second level. It is, I don't think it's radiant damage. It's just, force damage. Yeah, just
Yeah.
force. Just gold, it just glows golden.
But it just gives the vibe.
Yeah, it should. Oh, doesn't matter actually. Never mind. I think that's different.
It's going to use all 3 of its legendary actions during its in
Or
between
Nar.
these zombie turns.
Oh no.
And it's going to shoot 3 more random beams at the 3 of you, 1 each. So, first up, Anya. Need you to make a, let's see, dexterity saving throw.
We're all terrified now.
Again.
Solara, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Piece of cake, hopefully.
Valdrick, I need you to make a constitution
28.
saving throw.
No. Constitution buff is not high. 11, but I'm gonna use my bard feat for lucky because I know that that's not a good roll.
Okay, fair enough.
21.
Okay. Read that bard feat to me again.
It is the feat that I get at level 6, and it's called Lucky. You reroll 1d20, or forced to reroll 1 attack against you. I chose to reroll my d20.
Perfect. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna start with Anya. Your roll was a what?
16.
Okay.
We gotta do something about this guy just firing beams! I can only use lucky once!
I kind of have something I could do for Anya's
You gotta
sword.
try.
Yeah.
Get
Sure,
do
I'll
more
send-
damage.
But
I have to touch it.
Sorry.
Oh wow. Oh,
She's kind of far.
so I'm kind of
yeah.
reading this. This is fun. Okay. This is really fun. Okay, I need more D10. Give me a second. Oh wait. These aren't these.
Oh my
The
god.
sound of that, you hear him doing it right up next to the mic too. It's like terror ASMR.
Wow.
Yeah. Thought he was stacking enemies up over there for a second. I was like, what are we doing?
Alright, Anya.
Oh no.
A beam of red light comes blasting straight for you as you're right in the cone of this floating skull, and everything within the cone, just all objects completely get disintegrated, and you yourself take 54 points of force damage.
Oh, dang.
That is insane.
Does this damage happen to reduce you to 0 hit points?
No, I have 47
Well,
left.
thank goodness for you, because that would be a bad time for you.
It
Moving
takes
on.
another hit like that, but
Moving on, Solara, you rolled a what? A what?
I'm thinking. Well, so like,
What
I don't know if I should do it. I don't know if I can actually, because I think I'd have to run past some zombies. But I could.
Oh wait, what did you roll? I was just wondering what you rolled.
I didn't. I thought I was supposed to. It was my turn. I'm so sorry.
No,
I rolled
okay.
a 28. Sorry, that was
Okay.
like minutes ago.
No,
I
you're
forgot.
Fine. No, you're fine. So,
Lots
alright.
happened.
So, you see a beam of a green light coming at you, but you're able to dodge
Matrix
it.
around it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to dodge it, and Valdrick. A beam of dark purple light comes thrashing towards you. Let's see. And you rolled a what with your reroll?
21.
21 with your reroll. Oh my gosh, lucky you. A beam of purple light comes shooting at you. You're able to dodge most of it, but part of it hits your shoulder. You feel the necrotic energy coursing through your veins as you take 15 damage of necrotic damage. Let's see. And that was 15 necrotic damage for you. That was 8d8 halved because you made your save. 4 of those d8s I rolled ones, so
Good.
lucky for you. Probably could have just rolled 4d8, but I like doing the whole thing and then having it. So, that is all of its legendary actions. We did everything. Father Zathir is a stone cocoon, worthless.
What about Calliope?
At the start of the 3rd round, Calliope comes bursting through the doors finally. Making it to the
Made
fray.
it.
There. Calliope, you're still going to keep your initiative roll of 4. So we'll get to you when we get to you. Oh, Solara, you held action. Did you want to do anything by the end of this?
I think for this round, I think I would just. I'm gonna move towards Anya. Maybe like to where I'm like on the right of her. Right? I think.
Okay.
Wait, I think my camera's frozen. Hang on. There we go.
Oh, no, I
think it
can
was.
see.
No, my camera. Like it was just
Oh.
me that was frozen for. So like, I just want to move toward like I'm gonna keep my spirit guardians up for now, but I'm gonna move towards Anya just so I can be like, because it looks like there's a few around her, so I just want to be able to
Okay.
get their asses. But I already used my sword thing, so I'm good otherwise.
Okay. I will say, so normally, like, when you move with Spirit Guardians, obviously you're hitting everything in your path. But since you held action, I don't think you can, like, hold movement. I think you can just, unless you were to dash, I guess. I'm trying to think. So if you
Dash through those pictures.
I mean, yeah, you're not using an
Dash
actual
through those
action. So
bitches.
I'll say
I'll
since
cartwheel there.
If you use your action as a dash, then I'll allow anything in your path to get hit.
Okay,
Spirit
I'll do that. I'm
Guardian.
not doing nothing anyways. It's
okay.
all next round. They gotta come in.
So that'll be action. Go ahead and roll 3d8 radiant, and we'll just keep that for the whole turn.
Okay. Ooh.
At the
6.
same time.
Ooh, 8. Ooh. 6, 8, and 7. What's that? 15.
That's 21.
Thank you. I was
Ooh.
like, please. I can't.
Yeah, you're fine. So let's see. So everyone's gonna get hit by that except for this far one, which I believe is number 13. So you said 21 damage to everyone but 13. Okay, he's gone. He's gone.
Am I before Anya in the order?
No, it goes
I just can't
me,
remember.
Anya,
Me,
Calliope, I think. Because Calliope's at a 4. About to get freaky deaky in here. Freaky deaky. Well, I literally had it 2 seconds ago. God, what's going on?
Okay, as you move, your spirit guardian is moving with you, slicing and dicing anything in its path. One of the zombies goes down hard, and the other two get hit pretty heavily, but are still up. Also, yeah, this is going to hit the death time. So 21. Okay, now we're at the top of the order. Valdrick, what would you like to do?
Sorry, I'm deciding that very thing as we speak. Deciding between banishment and Otto's irresistible dance. I could banish him long enough for us to get rid of the zombies and then maybe like reposition ourselves. Or I can try at least. I'm gonna cast banishment on him. I'm gonna try to banish him.
On the, I'm assuming the big
Yeah, on
skull.
big, tall, and ugly over there. Absolutely.
What level are you casting at?
Uh,
Actually, the higher level just allows you to add an additional creature, so...
Yeah, so not that.
So
I'm just gonna cast it at 4th.
yeah.
And he's gonna have to succeed on a charisma save against me.
That is a concentration, so if you do that, Anya would lose flight.
Anya don't need flight anymore.
Anya
She's
don't need
right where
flight
she
anymore?
needs to be.
Okay, so this is 60 feet. Okay, you're within 60. Okay, charisma saving throw. What's your DC?
19, baby.
Yeah, roll a dirty 20.
I cast silvery barbs on him as my reaction.
Is that right? What does that do?
You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. And then I'm gonna give his dirty 20 to Anya. She's gonna have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw that she makes in the next minute.
Okay, the lowest roll was the dirty 20. The highest roll was
What?
The highest roll was a 25. Yeah.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so dirty.
It
Okay,
is.
He tried.
tried.
I
I did my best.
Valdrick puts two fingers up to her temple, focuses in, and looks at the skull, imagining another plane of existence. Blinks her eyes, opens her eyes, expecting the skull to be gone, but the skull is not. And with that, it's going to take one of its legendary actions and actually fire a ray straight at Valdrick. Total douche move for the... I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Valdrick, please.
19.
Okay. Alright, so you pass the saving throw, however, you're still going to take 19 points of necrotic damage. As this, I believe it was the same exact ray that hit you the last time. The dark purple ray is going to also hit you again.
Booty ray.
You avoid most of the blow, but the enervation ray strikes you for 19 necrotic. Okay, that's legendary action. Do you want to move at all, Barbara?
Yeah, I'll move closer to Solara, like right up into her spirit guardians. I'll also have 7 for whack whoever's closest to him as my bonus.
6, and that puts you there. 7 for is here. 7 for could hit one of the zombies if you would like.
17 to hit with 7 for.
Okay. That will hit. If you roll the mash.
6 damage total.
2. Okay, 6 damage. 7 for floats up, slices across the back of one of the zombies. still standing upright, but looking grim. And it took its legendary action. Anya, you're up.
Right? Should I cast darkness on it so it can stop?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I don't know if it'll work, but I think best bet is to try to take away his line of sight on us. When he stops doing what he's doing, it's just gonna eat away at us.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to cast darkness.
Okay. Let's see. So you're
So are we up-
casting that
We're
where?
just gonna all be in darkness.
Say that again, Chris.
Where are you casting that?
I want the point to be the skull itself.
Okay.
Because it says it can be an object. So,
Okay. Alright, so that's gonna encompass.
okay guys, sorry, we're all in darkness now. Unless I should do that differently.
I can see in darkness.
Can you see in like, is it different if it's a spell?
Dark vision doesn't count.
I think because I'm a celestial, it's either celestial or goth loot. Looking for it now.
Okay. Alright. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have an effect as the skull is going to take another legendary action
Damn.
and aim it this time at Anya.
Should have just smacked it.
Yeah. Fuck.
I need you to make a strength saving throw, Anya.
Oh boy. Now we're talking. $17.
Okay. Alright. You barely save it as a you feel a grip come around you of orange light that tries to restrain you and tries to pick you up. You shake it off as your toes start to lift off the ground. You're able to shake it off before it starts moving you, barely escaping its grasp. But that's 2 of its legendary actions already this round. But now, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you are encompassed in this darkness. Pretty much everyone except for Valdric, Calliope, and the petrified priest, Father Zaethier, on the altar. Solara, you are up.
I see the. I don't know the darkness spell. I need to look that up. Like I can't see anything, right? Like
Vita.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Do you, as a tiefling, do you have?
I do have dark vision, but I can't see through that.
Non-magical light can't illuminate it, so.
Oh wait. Okay. Okay. There's something I want to try. I just don't know if because I need to touch Anya's sword to do it, but I want to try to use Holy Weapon, which is one of my 5th level. Like, it's a bonus action I can use. But it's you imbue a weapon with you touch with holy power. I just don't know if I can see to touch her. Maybe I can like feel it out. Like,
You are adjacent.
I'm like,
to
Anya,
her.
I need your sword. Like, I'm telling her as I'm like, please trust me. If she.
Let's see. What's the spell called?
It's called Holy Weapon, and it will emit a bright light with. So we're just gonna. If it worked the way I think it does, it would cancel out the darkness in a way. But there's more to it. But I'll let you just pull it up.
Okay.
Would my sunblade, since it's magical light, would it already pierce the darkness?
Oh, true.
Yeah. What's the radius on your sunblade? I forgot about that.
I think it's
Like 20 feet, isn't it?
yeah.
10 feet?
It's
I
like
can't remember if it's 20 or 30. I don't think it's 30.
I thought it was.
15 foot radius and dim
Yeah.
light for an additional 15 feet.
That's right. Okay, so pretty much that negates the darkness on this side of the hemisphere of it. So yeah, the only thing is, Solara, when you cast that, you would drop Spirit Guardian since it is concentration.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Do you, at the start of your turn, Spirit Guardians would hit everyone except for number 13. Do you want to move closer, hit everyone, and then
I
drop
guess
it?
I would move a little. If I had to, maybe just move like a little bit, just to. I assume maybe if I can like if it's like 5 feet or so, but to where I'm still in range of touching Anya's sword.
Yep, you can go. Right
I would just like
here.
touch the handle or something where she's holding it.
Okay, you go right here. You're directly behind Anya. No attacks of opportunity, and you're now within 15 of him. So, go ahead and roll your 3d8 radiant.
12 for that one.
Okay. And since it is radiant, they don't get their undead fortitude as these two drop dead, disintegrating into a pile of fine, glowing yellow sand. And you reach out and touch the hilt of the sunblade and cast Holy Weapon.
And then Anya, you have 2d8 extra damage of radiant damage when you hit him. And then at the end, or whenever maybe towards the end, I can dismiss it, and it'll emit a sunburst. And then whoever I want within that 30-foot range will take either full or half damage to 4d8 radiant damage, and will be blinded. So I could just immediately next turn burst it, and then hope that we blind the skull. Maybe it can be actual blinded. Anyways, we'll see. Sorry, out loud.
Okay. Perfect. So Spirit Guardians drop, they dissipate, and fade into nothingness as the Sunblade, which was already glowing with radiant energy, now glows even more, humming with the strength
Feel
of
God in this
Celeborn.
Chili's tonight.
Yeah, really feel God. Really
Celeborn
feel
in
Celeborn in this Chili's.
Really feel Celeborn in this Chili's.
Exactly. And the Death Tyrant is going to is now going to.
That's got to be the title for tonight's session. Feel Celeborn.
We're in the chilies tonight.
Okay. It sees 4 of you. In its cone, it can shoot 3 beams, so we're going to roll a d4 3 times. And that's how we're going to determine who it shoots its beams at. Looks like Anya twice and Valdrick once.
Damn, that's bullshit.
That's some booty.
Anya, the first beam that comes hurtling towards you, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 13.
Okay.
No.
That's with +8.
No.
That is not what we like.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
At least it's that.
This one's about to go to dice jail.
Dice jail.
Okay.
To prison with you.
Okay. That is a 24.
Okay. So that one, the same beam, orange beam, comes at you, tries to grip on you, can't. But the first one causes you to seize up as a pink beam comes at you. You feel your muscles tense as you're about to strike it with your sunblade, and you tense up, and you are now paralyzed for a minute. However, not turned to stone. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on yourself. So, but for now you're paralyzed. So I've written that next to you. Last but not least, the beam that is going to hit Valdric is... Oh, boy! Need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Valdric, and make it good. Make it good.
Valdric, make it good.
The 19 plus 3, that is a 22.
That's what we
That's
want.
as best as I can get.
That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. Okay.
To be turned
Okay.
to stone.
The same beaming red beam that was shot at Anya earlier, you see hurling towards you. You duck and roll barely out of the way as it beams past you, blasting through the door behind you to the Temple of Kelemvor, a giant hole smoldering behind you, barely dodging a disintegration ray.
Imagine Valdric died just now.
I would have been so sad.
That would have hurt. That would have hurt
54
very bad.
points of damage may or may not be enough to knock me out right now, y'all.
Well, it depends on what I would have rolled, but yeah, that would have hurt. Okay, so Anya is paralyzed. Solar, you didn't take your spiritual weapon attack, so I'll let you go ahead and do that now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna throw it at the skull. Hang on, I'm running back. I'm getting a bagel, but I'm running back.
You're fine. I'm gonna read the paralyzed condition to Charlotte while you run back. Paralyzed condition.
Fuck. I don't think a 15 will hit the skull, would it? Probably not.
It will not.
Okay. Then that is all.
Okay. Anya, you may not move or speak. Anya, you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, which means... Actually, the second ray would have hit you because that's a strength saving throw. Fortunately for you, it's just a telekinetic ray, so it's going to throw you in 30 feet, Anya, in a direction... Let's see, is it any direction? Yeah, any direction. We're going to see which
Maybe
direction.
that's better. Maybe that's better that like she's being thrown farther away.
Yeah, because I'm about to do some crazy shit. If Anya's clear, I'm blasting. I started
Right, Anya,
blasting.
throw your
Anyways,
sword
it's
back.
30
I started blasting.
Okay. Alright. So, we're going to retcon that for a second. As Anya, you are picked up by this orange grip as you're restrained and paralyzed, and you're tossed to the right. What are you looking at me for? You're tossed into a pew, and you go buckling over this pew. Much like in Skyrim when you paralyze someone and they just fall over, like, you have no control. You're not flailing in the air. You're just
Totalis.
you're just a stiff board going flying over the pew, and so yeah, you're over there.
Stiff as a board, but light as a feather.
Yeah.
Poor Anya.
We'll figure it out next.
Zombie's turn. Zombie's gonna run up and smack Solara. 13's gonna be a miss, right? Not even a 13. I think that was an 11 actually. 11 misses.
Yeah. Miss.
Okay. Calliope, what you got for us? As you come bursting through the doors, you see Anya. You see Anya tense up and get tossed over a pew. You see a couple of zombies disintegrate in front of you from spirit guardians, who then dissipate. As Solara and Valdrick are casting spells at this giant floating skull. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to polymorph the skull.
Oh my gosh, she's been waiting for how many turns to say
I've been
that?
waiting.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to do to this skull. I was like, I don't understand.
Polymorph.
Yeah.
Spells no effect on a shape changer or creature with 0 hit points. This is neither. Unwilling creature. This is definitely unwilling. Must make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Wisdom saving throw versus your spell save DC is a what? What's your spell save DC, Calliope?
Oh, 15.
Okay, a 25 is going to pass.
Jesus. Okay.
As you fling open the doors, as a beam of red light goes scorching through the door to your right, you pull out your spell book and you shoot out from your... You have a wand, right?
Yes.
And you say something. You say what?
Fuck you!
I feel like Calliope's just screaming, going, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, you cast this. You shoot the polymorph spell as the skull kind of just bounces off the forehead of the skull. Doesn't seem to have any effect, and it's going to take its last legendary action of the round before we get to the top of the round, and it's going to shoot a beam. Anya is no longer in the cone, so between the three of you, it's going to shoot it at Solara. And that ray is... I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Solara.
Sorry, 16?
Okay.
No, it's good.
Wait,
can I can add my 1d6, my d6. I don't think you even told me. I don't.
Yeah, you could. You could allow it. Is that's your
Yeah.
inspiration dice?
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, please come out. Thank you. Okay. Be a 4.
Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered what you rolled. All you needed was one
Okay.
more to succeed.
Thank God.
So you were beginning to feel very sleepy. Tunnel vision was coming upon your person. You slump over for a second, but then shake it off as you realize you almost just fell asleep mid-combat. Top of the order. We have Valdrick. You just watched Anya get thrown into a queue.
Valdrick does not like that.
Almost just one slump as a zombie just placed himself in between her and the skull. What do you
Let
do?
me tell you something.
Tell me.
I haven't been paying attention to my Asmar abilities.
Okay.
Valdrick every once in a while forgets that she is an Asmar. I have Celestial Resistance, which means I have resistance against necrotic damage,
Okay.
which I will remember. Also, I'm going to go ahead and use Booming Steps, the ability that I used at the end of last season. Starting at 3rd level, you can use your action to unleash the divine energy within yourself, causing a raging thunder to form around you, filling your eyes with lightning, and threatening to destroy everything. Your transformation lasts for 1 minute or until you end it as a bonus action. During it, you shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light in an additional 10 feet, and once on each of your turns, you can deal extra lightning damage to one target when you deal damage to it with an attack or spell. The extra lightning damage equals your level. In addition, on each of your turns, you can force each creature within 5 feet of you to make a strength saving throw or take an amount of thunder damage equal to your level and be pushed back 10 feet on a failure as you dash forward with fury.
Okay. And so, can you choose who takes that lightning damage? Read that last part again.
No, the lightning damage just blasts out from me. So Solara might take some lightning damage.
Okay.
But it is within 5 feet of me.
Okay. Yeah, Solara's right in that line between you and the zombie and the skull.
So
So
unfortunate, Solara. I love you so much.
you want to move all the way up to the skull?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go right or left? Not that it matters, but
Am I gonna damage Solara no matter which way I take here?
yeah, you will.
Yeah. Alright, well then. Either way, put me wherever I'm gonna do the most damage to the most things.
That'll be it. There's only 2 enemies left. So. Alright, so what
Okay.
do we have to do?
So nobody takes damage on this turn because I'm not using a spell or making an attack. However, everybody needs to make, I'm gonna make that strength saving throw into a charisma save. Everybody needs to make a charisma save against my DC, as long as they're within 5 feet of me.
Okay. And that happens. That doesn't happen this turn, you said?
That happens this turn. I
Okay.
can't do any of my extra lightning thunder damage yet because I'm not taking an actual attack, but just based on my movement,
Gotcha.
everyone either succeeds or they fail and take damage and have to be pushed back from me.
Okay. Zombie definitely fails. Oh man, natural 1 for the floating skull. So both of them get pushed back how much?
10 feet. And they're gonna take 10 damage because I am a level 10.
Okay. Alright. Solara, did you make your charisma saving throw as Rhea enters the chat?
Rhea!
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you did.
I was like, I think that saves, hopefully.
That does
Yep.
save. That does save. Okay, so
Oh my god.
Valdric is stomping forward, and the zombie gets blown onto the red carpet, and the skull does like a little backflip somersault as it's hovering in midair, and floats 10 feet away from you now. As it bones and creaks.
I'm gonna bonus action summon 7 fur to my hand.
That's the noise that it makes. Little teeth chattering.
I don't like that. I am gonna take his teeth though.
Okay, so 7 fur is now upon your person? Or...
Yep, 7 fur is now actively in my hand.
Okay, perfect.
So he's just a weapon.
Okay. So that's Bing Bong Bing. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to do... Yeah, let's do a legendary action here before Anya takes her turn. Not that she can do much because she is lame. Let's see. Let's see who this ray is going to shoot after. It's actually going to hit Valdric this time. Valdric, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
$18.
Okay. As you stomp forward with your thunderous, booming steps, towards the end of it, you feel like you're starting to slow down and you shake it off. You're able to steel yourself through the slowing ray and shake it off successfully. Anya, at the start of your turn, you are paralyzed and restrained. So,
My saving throw.
yeah, let's see.
That's all I can really do, right?
At the end of each of your turns. Yeah.
And what?
At the end of your turn. So yeah. So you're just gonna make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Nat 20.
There you go. And the restrain. Target is restrained until the start of its next turn. Okay. Okay, so you're still restrained, but once the skull takes a turn, then you'll be unrestrained. But you start to feel your muscles kind of pulse, and the blood starts flowing in your veins again as you're no longer paralyzed, and you feel like the restraint is coming to an end. Solara, you're up.
I will. I want to cast. I'll use a cantrip. I was gonna use Sacred Flame since it does radiant damage. So it'll just this on the skull. It'll need to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And yeah.
You said sacred flame. Okay.
Sacred Flame. It's a cantrip.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
18.
Okay. I rolled a 17.
Oh man. Alright, well so yeah, that's gonna be 2d8 and then I add my wisdom modifier because I'm past level 8
Perfect.
for clerics, so that's horrible. Okay. 11, 21 damage.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna also smack it with my spiritual weapon. I still have that out for my bonus action. I guess I need to.
Yes. Sorry, you said 21 damage. How much damage?
Yeah, 21 damage. Yeah, 21 radiant damage.
Okay.
21.
All right.
And then let me roll. See if I hit with my spiritual weapon. Ooh, it's a 28
That will hit.
to hit. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. And that's a D8. So like it's spaced out. Okay. Ooh, 18 damage. Rolled an 8.
Okay.
Man, my little glowing dice are like they're doing me mostly. I'm like, yes, glowing dice. I don't ever use them, but I didn't like getting my other ones out.
They are giving. Okay.
They're giving. That's it. Well, actually, yeah, no, that's it. That's it. I'll say where I'm at.
All right. So start.
Is this guy immune to charm?
You're not sure, but it is going to take a legendary action before it takes its actual turn, and it's going to shoot a beam at one of the three of you, and that person will be, unfortunately, Valdrick again. I am making it random, so I left my little towel here. This particular beam that it's shooting at you, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, Valdrick.
Please! You're really trying to get me with this.
Leave
dex.
me alone.
Leave me alone! Woo! But she is Jack Be Nimble. That is an 18.
Okay. Alright, you feel your bones, muscles tensing up, but you're able to shake it off again, once again. As it almost gets you. And now it's going to take its actual turn. It's going to pivot slightly. And you feel this magical aura now kind of shifting this way. It's going to stay right where it's at. And gonna hit. Let's see.
Is he making an attack roll?
I haven't decided yet. I'm actually gonna move here and try to reposition his cone. See if he can get on in this one. See if he can get on forward yet. Oh, no, I think that's how it kind of works. Let me look at my... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So everyone in that square, in that 90-degree angle is going to get hit. So it's going to move over, float across the aisle. Focus his attention on all 4 of you, and shoot 3 more eye rays at you. And we're going to see who it affects. Let's see. Actually, we'll make it fun this time. I want each of you to pick a number from 1 to 4 to designate yourselves. I've already rolled.
3.
2.
4.
1.
That's so funny. That's our marching order too.
Okay, Anya 1, Clappy 4, or sorry, Solara 4.
I'm 3.
Oh,
Calliope's 4.
oh
3
boy.
is my number.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck.
Oh boy. Well, I rolled 2 1s and a 4. So, Anya. Anya, you're getting blasted twice.
Okay.
Damn.
And Clappy,
Again?
You're getting blasted
No.
once.
Yeah.
It's gonna be auto crit against Anya though, right?
Why would
no,
you say that? Why would you remind us?
Well, Anya
I'm
is
just
no
curious.
longer. Anya is no longer paralyzed or restrained. All her.
Oh,
Oh, you
her
started
attacks-
his turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this an attack roll?
Let's see. It is not. It is not. It's an ability. Just an action. So, Anya, I need you to make me a strength saving throw. You're no longer restrained or paralyzed.
18.
Okay. Yet again, another orange ray shoots out at you, trying to pick you up and toss you around. But you're used to it this time. You duck behind the pew and dodge it as another one shoots at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. 17.
Okay. You feel a familiar energy come across you. One familiar that to you because you've been traveling with Valdrick so long. This particular beam just tried to charm you, but you're able to shake it off, and you're not impressed. So both.
Advantage on saving throws against charmed.
Okay, good to know. So yeah, you would have gotten an advantage, but either way, it doesn't matter. You saved it. Calliope, young Calliope, oh Calliope, I need you to make. I need you to.
Nice.
We might be going back to season 2 with the freaking Periton with this one. I need you to make a deck save. I need it to be high, Calliope.
I'll say, yeah, no pressure or anything.
Big save here.
Oh, fuck.
Watch your roll. Watch.
Oh no, I haven't even rolled yet though. I was thinking, oh fuck, because of the stress.
But you gotta
Directions
watch
unclear,
her.
we do
You gotta
know.
watch that dice.
So stressed.
17.
Oh!
I think that passes.
That's the highest roll you've ever had, Calliope.
That
It is not. I had an at 20 before.
That is barely a pass as this red beam of light shoots out from its eye. Let's see, where are you? You're down here. You barely.
I'm still in the fucking doorway, okay?
Yeah, you barely duck out of the way and duck behind this door as yet another beam of light shoots past it. You kind of pop up like a cartoon would and look through that hole that is already in the one part of the door. Just kind of like, oh my gosh, that was a close one. as you were almost just disintegrated before your friend's very eyes.
Almost.
Okay.
That's like the D&D version of C's get degrees.
Yep.
Like just barely passing here.
Yeah. Well done, ladies. That was a close one. It still has 2 more legendary actions for this round, but the zombie's going to take its turn first. Zombie's going to get...
Zombie somehow still alive.
Zombie...
Yeah, this zombie fighting for his actual unlife.
Is there only one left?
Yeah, 1 zombie left. He didn't like getting
I have
stomped on. So he's going to go and swipe at Valdrick, and he rolls an 8. That's a very low roll, so it's a very much a miss. As Valdrick laughs at the zombie swiping, just with electricity flowing from her pupils. Skull's going to take 1 more legendary action and shoot a beam at...
I hate this guy.
Solara this time. Solara, I need you to... Let's see. Need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, little dice. Oh, 26.
Okay. For a very, very brief second, you get a sense of fear, like you want to run away and just run right back through those doors, but you shake it off and
Can't.
you see the your
Mustn't.
father figure encased in stone, and you
In
must
stone.
continue.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's its legendary action. Clappy, you are now up.
I'm gonna shoot fireball at it.
Oh gosh.
Fireball.
How-
Wait, don't, I'm just
before,
like, what? Don't. I can't remember if that will hit us.
before I do that, though, I just want to state, since I am evocation, 1 plus my spell modifier, I can tell that many people if they get an automatic success on their saving throw for the spells.
That's so fun. You're Gale.
So they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Whoever's close enough to the skull.
Perfect.
Yes.
Love that. Love
That's such a
climbing.
feat.
It
Okay.
is. I
Yeah.
get it at second level, thank God.
Yeah, and either way, the skull was pushed away and then kind of floated away, so that this fireball's only a 20-foot radius. No one's even in the vicinity. So.
Okay. I wasn't sure, and so I went to double check my book because I was like, I'm pretty sure I can just like pick my company and go. They all get successes.
Yeah, you could target it at the at this square in front of the skull, and you would be able to hit the skull and the zombie, but none of your friends. If you would like to.
Ooh.
Do that.
Let's do that then.
I try to give you these tips because I know it's hard to see the board. If we were in person, I probably might not hit as much, but since we're online, I'm a gracious DM. I love my girls. I love my girls. Okay, what level spell are you casting this at?
Just at a 3rd level. I don't have any more 4th level spots open, sadly. I only have 2 of them.
So they have to take dexterity saving throws, which is spell save DC.
Mm-hmm.
What's your spell save DC?
15.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 8d6.
Sorry. Okay. After you roll 1, I just lost that die. It's okay.
You're just throwing dice.
Yeah. Mm, 15. 20 damage.
Okay. Clappy does a somersault, pops up behind the hole that is now in the door of the Temple of Kalimvor, aims her wand true and shoots it straight down the aisle, disintegrating all in a 20-foot radius, including the zombie who just gets blasted in an inferno of flames. And the skull takes a big hit, but still is looking okay, but very blackened and crispy. And it's going to take its last legendary action, and it's going to shoot it against Solara. And just keep it that way. Solara, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
He's not strong. That's for sure. Oh, dropped it. Oh. That'd be a.
Would you roll?
Wait. 6?
6, good. Okay.
I would like to immediately cast God Linked onto Solara.
Should be fine.
Yep.
I've got the power of Calimbor on my side.
Okay. God Linked is temporary hit points?
Yeah, she's gonna have 14 temp hit points, which isn't gonna do a whole lot.
Like, okay, I haven't lost very many. I mean, I've lost some. I haven't lost a terrible amount.
Alright, so you gain
Yeah.
this boon of 14 temporary hit points as this kind of blackened ray picks you up. Or, sorry, this orange ray picks you up and again throws you 30 feet, 10, 20,
30.
30, and you go
Oh.
toppling over a pew. And you are now. It still has you in its telekinetic grip, and you are now restrained. So I'm gonna put a big fat R next to you. Alright. That is the end of that round. Start of the next round. Valdrick, you're up.
Nice. I'm going to dead sprint at this guy.
Okay.
I would. Yep, with my booming steps, I am going to swing at him.
Okay.
With 7 fur. Sorry, I'm trying to calculate how much. Okay, so he's automatically going to take 10 damage, and then it's going, if I hit him, with 7 fur on my attack. 18 to hit.
18 is just barely a miss.
So, okay, he's still going to take 10 points of damage, and he needs to take a charisma save against my 19 to see if he succeeds on not being launched back.
Sorry, what was the first part of that?
He's going to take 10 points of damage
Okay.
by being close to me,
Okay.
and then he's going to need to make that charisma save.
Charisma saving throw. Spell save is a what?
19.
Okay, dirty 20 again. On the charisma
Sheesh.
saving throw.
I'm going to use my bonus action to let 7 fur fly from my hand and take a swing at him,
Okay.
because he's still got 2 more attacks on him with his fancy fly ability.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 is a miss.
That's rough. Okay. That's my turn.
Alright. Okay. Legendary action is going to take one of its eye rays and shoot it at. Valdrick, I need you to make a saving throw of wisdom.
I'm not smart, but I am wise. That is a 23.
Okay. Yes, you're very familiar with this energy as you use it against people trying to charm them. As you were trying to be charmed and shook it off successfully. Let's see. Anya is out of the room.
Real talk. Do you think this guy has true sight? I'm asking Anya specifically here.
Well, he could see through.
Line. Yeah. Here's my question. What if I cast invisibility on Anya? And then let her get a clean crit hit on the back of Mr. Skull and Fancy Pants. But if he does have True Sight, that's not gonna work. It's just gonna be Shad. Instead.
I definitely realized that Mr. Zathier was supposed to be making saving throws at the end of each of his turns to not be petrified anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of rolls right now.
That's so
Let's
funny.
just pretend he failed all of them, and then the last moment he saves it, and then saves our asses.
Probably is how
Like,
it's gonna
bam!
happen. Let's see. So
Or
it's
he
Dex.
wakes up, this is being made the final slice and dice.
Yep.
That's like, honestly, that almost always happens to you, though. Like, you get them all cut up, and then the final slice. What else
So,
steals it?
I don't know how many rounds this has been, but I mean, let's say it's been at least 4. Your boy, Father Zathier, rolled a 6, an 8, a 3, and an 8, all of which fail.
Wow.
So yeah,
He's just a guy.
He's been petrified this entire time. He's just simply a guy. Anya, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to take my full movement of 30 feet,
Okay.
and then I'm going to Misty Step.
I'm gonna also note that this darkness is gone since you were restrained and paralyzed. You weren't able to concentrate on it anymore, so darkness has been
Yes.
gone for a while. And then you're gonna miss a step. 2, 3, 4.
Perfect. And then I'm going to attack with my Sunblade.
Yeah. Do it up.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 will miss.
18 will miss.
18 will miss. Young blood. You swipe at the skull and he just barely
Okay.
grazes his jaw, doing no damage.
Do I still get my extra attack if I miss my first attack?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As long as you take the attack action.
Okay, how about a 21? Will that hit?
21 will hit.
Great. Okay,
Roll the mod.
so I get to do an extra 2d8, which means I do 3d8 of radiant damage, plus my normal attack. Okay, here we go. Okay. So... 12 damage plus 7. Can you keep track of this, Chris?
Yep. So
Okay.
12 plus 7, 19.
Plus 5. Plus 8.
How do you want to do it?
Just like straight down through the top. Like reminiscent of my flyover attack. That's how I want to end it.
That's honestly
how it
so
started.
scary, because, like, imagine she was running and then kind of blinked, and then, like, that was so anime style.
Yeah, you moved like Goku. You pulled a
Anya May.
Goku.
So Anya May.
Anya May.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
We did get them. They
Yeah.
got a couple hits in on me.
They were
That's
fine.
okay.
Okay. Anya shakes off the restraint, shakes off the paralyzation, sits herself back up from the pew, stands up, grabs her sunblade as she feels the extra radiant light being imbued from it, straight from Kellenborg himself. Darts across the aisle, jumps, blinks, disappears, reappears in Misty Step form as she's coming down in mid-air, as she reappears right above the skull, right through the skull. The eye bursts into red and pink flares as all the orbs around it all of a sudden stop. They buzz around real quick for a second, stop, and then drop to the floor as all the lights go dim. The jaw goes slack and it no longer hovers as both Anya and the skull go clattering to the ground. So we play a little
Superhero
victory sting
pose.
here.
Superhero pose.
Superhero pose.
There's a little victory sting for you.
Amazing. Yeah!
We did it.
All right, now, before we conclude for the night, Let's see, the aftermath here. What are we looking at? So, as this happens, Solar, you finally feel your muscles kind of twitch a second, and you regain feeling in your muscles again. You have control over the spasms, and you're no longer restrained. Let's see, however... Make another roll for Sir. Oh my gosh, he actually makes his dexterity saving throw 18 needed a 17 as you see from behind the altar, Father Zathir, the stone kind of crack and shift as dust starts slowly falling off him. You see an arm kind of rise up and grab the altar. Another arm rises up, both gray and dusty, and he pulls himself up. Water! Water! And he looks around, seeing the destruction in his temple.
Wow.
Get that man some water.
Try to just give him some water. I'm sure there's a little offering bowl here. If anything, some wine will do.
So you run up and give him some of your canteen flask.
Give him like, here you go, Father. Here you go.
He
Drink.
kind of does a double take at you, but is so just dehydrated and stricken by this petrification that was just on him. He just grabs the water skin and just... You should not be here. What are you doing here?
I mean, we didn't really come on purpose. We just
You could have
through
been
an
killed.
underground tunnel. Well, you would have been killed. You're the one that was turned into petrified as soon as we walked into the room.
I was prepared to die in my place of worship. You
Well,
have much
Kalimvor
life to
decided
live.
it was not your time.
That may be
Start
true.
singing "You're Welcome."
Mm-hmm. What was that skull? Where did it even come from?
I don't know. The whole town was being attacked. It seemed like they had no interest in going after anyone but the temple. It's not them I'm worried about. It's what came before them. Did you see how do I describe him? He was horrifying. A demon. A demon was here before you came. Not 10 minutes ago. 5 minutes. Says he was looking for you. Has anyone approached you? Where have you been, Solara? And he goes running towards like the front doors and is like closing up the doors and drawing like the curtains as he's kind of shaking himself off, talking to you.
I wouldn't say we've been anywhere crazy. We've not seen any devils. Maybe
Could you
a
mean
devil's
the-
son. Was
did
he
the
like a
devils
real
came in
devil,
here?
not like a devil?
Not a devil. He was clearly of demonic nature. He was, well, had a tail and horns like you, but was not of tiefling nature, though his posse were all tieflings. Solara, you need to be careful. It is not an easy time to be a tiefling. People are searching for you, or at least your kind. You're not safe here. I expect they were looking for you. They were questioning me and tormenting me, but I would not give you up. I also didn't know your exact location, but they couldn't pry it out of me. They sent these things, whatever they were, after us. And he kind of looks around at the bodies, recognizing now that some of these undead bodies were previous citizens of Winds Peak. Now noticing, kind of doing a double take on some of their faces.
I've done all of their funerals. The last time I saw them, I was closing a casket. And now they are being raised from the dead and attacking me in my place of worship.
And he like covers his mouth and begins to weep.
Well, we can certainly help with, laying them back to rest. If you need help. I feel like this is like my fault, but they're looking for me, so.
How did this happen? All of them. All of them are Wind's Peak. Family, friends that we grew up with. This is the demon's doing. Come with me, quickly.
And he takes you back to what you remember in your time growing up in the Temple of Kalimvor is a scrying ritual. He wouldn't use it often. He maybe used it once or twice in your entire upbringing. He warned you about scrying and the dangers of it, and said that it's only used for necessary times. But he pulls back this curtain, and there's this perch, this bowl of water laying upon this this perched cylinder made of marble, and takes a piece of leather off of it and begins pouring pitcher after pitcher of water into it, and closes his eyes, starts muttering a Kalimvor prayer under his breath, and all of you begin to see something that we will discuss on Monday at our next session.
Crazy.
Question. Can I take the pieces of the skull, and if so, what was that creature's name so I can write it in my bag of holding?
That was a death tyrant. It was a death tyrant. What are you trying to use as a harvesting kit? How are you trying to harvest?
I'm gonna put little pieces of him into a jar.
Okay. I mean, like, are you using, like, a knife? How are you...
Is the skull whole?
Here, I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like.
Nice. I want to take that. It's the size, like, comparable to a human skull?
No, much bigger. That was a... you guys take up 5 feet of square feet. This took up 20 square feet. So it was a large undead floating skull.
I guess I'm gonna...
Big
Yeah.
skull.
I'm gonna see if Anya will get me, like, 5 teeth.
Sure.
Well, we'll do that after Father Xavier shows us something crazy.
Yeah.
We have time.
I'm a harvester. I just gotta...
You have to make sure it's known.
I gotta
You
make
need a
sure...
souvenir.
Yeah, I gotta collect those teeth.
One day, all of her random teeth will become
You
useful.
get its eyeball.
Helpful.
I got a lot of teeth. The
Eyeball
only
for
eyeballs I
free.
ever took was 2 mind flayer eyes.
Oh yeah.
I do have the balls of that one sex trafficker.
Oh, I forgot
In a jar.
on the.
Yeah,
the
Steve.
tip.
I do have the
Steve,
balls
the
of a
sex
sex
trafficker.
trafficker.
Yep.
Yes.
I do have some wild body parts.
Jeez.
Tooth of a bearded, 3-tooted woman.
She could
That
make a
Anya knocked
whole...
clean out of her mouth.
She could make a whole humanoid creature with the blood of a cockatrice.
A cockatree. A bunch of teeth.
I'm imagining as Valdrick standing in front of a giant cauldron. To be like the scene from Harry Potter and the Graveyard.
Yeah. It's exactly that. I'm making just a giant tooth skull.
Oh, blood of an enemy unwillingly given.
You come up behind her. Valdrick, what are you doing? She hisses at you. Get away from me! I am like my mother, a night hag.
Plot twist.
Serenity somewhere is just Valdrick is something stupid.
She's doing something real dumb.
She's doing something.
I made a little tooth golem. It's fine. Sometimes you make a little tooth golem.
Excellent. Well
That was
done,
beautiful,
ladies.
you guys.
That was tough. I had on its turn, it was shooting 3 eye rays at you, obviously.
Yeah. Did not like that.
It has a cone, which it can't move until its next turn. So, but you guys are just lining up, so I was just shooting them.
I want to know how it got out of the darkness. How the darkness did not affect it.
Well, yeah, is it just immune?
So
You're
it's
not-
not sight. It is.
Doesn't have eyes.
It couldn't see through the darkness, but it was still firing rays. Because it's negative energy. It's not like it's not an attack.
Okay, fair.
I mean, I don't know. I might have read it wrong. It does say the targeted creature, and I don't know if I can target a creature through darkness because he. Yeah, I don't know. I might have read that wrong, but either way,
It felt fun.
I think even through the darkness, there were 2 of you that were like right up next to it. So, and the darkness didn't last long because you were restrained and paralyzed, so it ended. But
Worth a shot.
so it wouldn't matter.
Are we XP next session?
Actually, we can do that now. Thank you for reminding me. So that was. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of XP.
As we continue in our mission to power level Calliope.
Unbelievable.
Power level.
I'm already level 8.
Oh, yeah.
We really did, like, shoot me up there.
Baldric, say you're welcome again. Sing it again.
Go.
All right, so the total XP, 11,500 for the Death Tyrant, 1,000 total for the 20 zombies. So 12,500 divided by 4 is 3,125. 3,125 XP to each of you, as Charlotte shows that I am completely correct in my mathing.
Wow.
You like that?
Impressive.
Yes. That's why I'm a DM. I'm a math wizard. 3,125 XP to each of you. Does that level anyone?
What's level cap for 11?
That's all.
I think we all recently leveled, didn't we?
I'm gonna ask every time.
So you mean to get from 10 to 11 or from 11 to 12?
Yeah.
10 to 11?
Yeah, 10 to 11.
Let's see. Yeah.
We need
85,000.
85.
What do you need for level 10?
Oh, yeah. 80. You need
No.
64 to get to level 10.
I need
48.
9,000 XP.
Okay, so Calliope's at 39,000.
I'm at like 58 something now, I think.
Okay. You ladies are
Close
getting there.
enough.
And
Oh,
once...
well, it's not like I didn't just level up.
Let's see. Everyone's at. Hold on. Calliope's at 8.
I'm at 9.
Solar's at 9. Anya and Valdric are both at 10, or just Valdric?
I'm at
I
10.
think, yeah, we're both
Okay.
at 10.
I just want to make sure everyone's proficiency bonus should be a +4, except for Calliope's is still a +3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and that you've gone through it. Each of your skills that have proficiency bonus, you've added. Okay, good.
Yep.
Making sure you're all doing that. Calliope,
My
once you
performance checks are off the wazoo.
that's good. Calliope, once you hit level 9 in 9,000 points, you will be at a proficiency bonus of +4 with your friends. So that's fun.
Yeah.
I can't
Hell
tell you
yeah.
how close you were, Calliope, to getting disintegrated. For each of these rays, I roll a d10, and it's just random as to what effect happens. The lower the effect, the tamer it is. The higher the effect, the more deadly it is. I rolled disintegration ray, I think 3 times. One of them hit. If it would have reduced you to 0 hit points, Charlotte, that one that hit you, you don't just go down and death saving throws or anything. Your body is turned to dust.
Woo.
Gone. So
Can't revivify that, baby.
Calliope was a breath away from being turned to dust.
What the first hit you got on Latte was for like 54 damage. I looked at my health. I was like, I have exactly my max is 54 health. I have 40 right at this moment. But if you hit me once, I'm at 0.
Oh jeez. So I mean, you could have
at 101, and I'm now at 47.
Jeez. You could have survived.
Yeah, I'm also down in the 40s.
I rolled 10d8, and so I could have rolled low, and you might have survived it. But I'm glad you made that saving throw because you probably
I
wouldn't
could have
have.
rolled low.
The stress I felt with that.
It's crazy because I never
Anxiety.
rolled once. I never rolled a 10, which is the worst one.
What's 10?
That's the death ray. That
Not
is,
the death ray.
That is
Finger of death.
10d10 necrotic.
Oh,
And that's
God.
also the same, pretty much the same effect. You just
That would have been the one that you had rolled like 10, like 8 out of 9.
Yeah, it would have
10,
been
10,
100
8 out of
damage.
10, 10, 10.
So if I've got resistance to necrotic, does that mean I take half damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Also,
Good to know.
my DOS loop makes it so that I didn't do this time. I forget because I have so much information written down. But my DOS loop makes it so that any roll that's made against a spell that I've cast with the loot is automatically rolled at disadvantage.
Okay.
So if
Gotcha.
I cast anything with my bring, if I play Wonderwall, bitches are disadvantage across the board. It's such a good rendition that they physically can't.
Yeah.
They
So
can't focus.
distracted
They're
by
like, oh my god,
content.
Yep.
performance success.
Perfect.
We're out here playing with the oh, goodbye Amber, I love you.
Bye. I didn't Irish goodbye.
Bye,
I
Amber.
could have when my internet disconnected. I thought about just not even coming back.
Oh!
It came
How
back.
could you?
You're
Isn't
so
that
funny.
nice of me?
Well,
I mean,
that
like,
is-
obviously this was like 5 minutes ago, not like in the middle.
Love you, Amber.
Well-
Imagine middle of the session, you're
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
I
Amber's just
goes.
like,
Well-
I'm done.
Hey, great job on using that inspiration dice, because yeah, you would have been hurting if you didn't. So good
Oh
job
god,
remembering.
I just sensed it. I was scared. I was like, this doesn't feel good enough.
Yeah, I feel like yeah.
your roleplay last session and this session, Solara, has been on
Thank you
point.
so much.
This is very
Bananas.
Solara heavy, so
Get the hell out of here.
Okay,
Yep.
TTYL.
get out.